All of you type present again. Harshi, Seema, type again. Okay, good morning all of you. See, last time I have given you some question answers of this particular chapter that you have to do in your notebook also, and later on we will collect that notebook. And see, whatever we have discussed now, based on that, so many, still so many more clauses are given. The next immediate clause that we are going to discuss is distinct. Now see, when we have repeated values means in a table, suppose if 2-3 duplicate values are there and you wanted to see only the unique information from the table. In that particular case, you can use this distinct clause. Okay, so they have given over here, this is how you can write. It's your choice, either you write it in the bracket or you can write without any bracket also. Means before column name you have to write distinct. So it is going to show you all unique owner's name in this particular line, and over here it is going to show you distinct species. Okay, then see, just reverse of distinct is your all clause. If we are not using all, then also by default it is all only. So it is your choice whether you are writing all or if you are not writing all. For example, here they have written select all city. If you will not write this, then by default also you are getting all cities only. Means if I am writing select city from supplier, I will be getting city only. So this is optional, your choice whether you wanted to write or you don't wanted to write. But if in case you have, means theoretically you must know. The reason is because if the question is what is the difference between distinct and all keyword, in that particular case you must be able to know the meaning of these two. Okay, then to see the structure of a table, we have already discussed either this complete word describe or short form of this is DESE. Anyone you can write, it is your choice. Then after that, for performing calculations, see, calculate directly. If you wanted to see some calculation part, you can see, select, and then whatever calculations you wanted to do. Okay, it is just like how we are using our calculator. Fine, in that manner only you can write this. See, this is one function given over here, CURDAT. Now, what do you think? What it will show you? It is already given also. What it will show?
The current date.
See, it is given also current date. Now remember, what is the meaning of current date? Here it is written one more word, that is system date. It is in your computer system, whatever is the date, that date will be displayed over here if we are using this select current date. Okay.
Current date.
Yes. Okay, so as usual, first we need to type the password, and then, for example, I just wanted to show you that calculator part, select, and then you can write any calculation, whatever you wanted to do. For example, 6 into 3. So it will give me the answer. Now, along with the select, you can write multiple values. It is your choice. Okay, for example, 6 plus 2, comma 6 divided by 7, something like that. Means you can give as many as values you wanted to, and wherever they are separated by comma, you will see those values in the form of a separate column or a separate cell basically. Okay, so like this you can do any type of calculation. Then we have select current date. So this is the function, and just now as we have discussed, now see in my system this is the current date given, so it is showing me current date like this. Then this is what the function, one more function was there. Suppose I wanted to see system date and time, which function I'm going to use? Any student, even you can type also, no problem. Again, I'm repeating my statement. I wanted to see current system date and time also. Which function I'm going to use? Only 2 student has given correct answer. See, we will be writing select and now. This is the first function. No, Lavina, we are not having that function only. And we have one more function, sysdate. Okay. Now see, there is a difference between these two functions, but if you will see these two functions, what you will feel like that both of them are same. Okay, but there is a difference we will discuss later on. But what you have to understand that if you are using now function or if you are using sysdate function, in both the cases you will be getting today's date along with that exact time, like at what time, whatever is the time given in my system will be shown over here. Fine. Okay, then next is column alias. Alias means you wanted to create another name of the column. But remember, this is always in the temporary basis. If you wanted to change the column name permanently, you are going to use alter command. But for temporary base, you can simply write, for example, as you can use. Okay. If you are using as over here, then after as you can write whatever is the new name you want for the column. Then we have condition based on the range, basically the use of between clause. Now see, when we talk about between clause, remember boundaries are included. Over here also it is written 30 and 30 to 50, both inclusive means it is just like greater than or equal to 30 and less than and equal to 50. So remember these boundaries means the boundary values 30 and 50 are included. It means from 30 till 50, whatever informations I am having for QOH. So all those will be displayed in over here. Then we have in and not in. Again, this is very common clause that we are using. Now suppose you wanted to give a list of informations. Okay, so list of informations we are giving like this in the MySQL. Again, remember this is not that list that we are using in the Python. Okay, this is different. Here we are simply saying showing the collection. Okay, so if I'm writing something like the city in, then these are now either your city is Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai or Bangalore. Out of these four, any city you are having. So you can see the information or the record of that particular city. And if you just want reverse of that, so you can use not in. What not clause will do, it is going to reverse your query. Means whatever you are getting in this case will be not shown over here in this particular case. Let me know if you have any doubt with in and not in, because in and not in we have not done last year. This is new for you, I suppose so. Anyone? Any doubt with in and not in? Clear? Mantasha, is this is clear? Okay, Pranjal. Mantasha, clear? Okay. Then we have pattern matches. We have done last year also. We are using two wildcard basically. Remember this thing that these are called as wildcard characters. So two we are having. First is percentage and second one is underscore. Okay, now when we talk about percentage, in that particular case, it means 0 to infinite characters. And when we talk about underscore, it means only one character match we wanted to search. For example, and see for this, the keyword will be like. Means because here means we are not going to use is equal to over here. The reason is because we don't want exact match. We wanted to have a pattern based match. So for pattern based match, like keyword will be used. First you have to write your select command, then from your table name, then in where pin like 13%. Can anyone explain what is the meaning of this? Any one of you can explain. What is the meaning of 13%?
अच्छी है, बाद में पढ़ते हैं. 0 to infinite number और अंडरस्कोर मतलब होता है एग्जैक्ट वैल्यू और वो परसेंटेज का मतलब एटलीस्ट. वो 11th में भी था ना.
11th में भी था. एंड सी 13% का मतलब क्या हुआ कि from means beginning 2 character will be 13, after that 0 to infinite characters, है ना? And if it is percentage y means starting can be anything but last character will be y in this case. Okay, then we have search for null value. See, in first class only we have discussed this, that if we wanted to check for null value, we are going to use is null. We cannot use in this case is equal to operator. Is equal to operator will not work with the null. Okay, so you can use is null, and if you would want just reverse of this, so you can use is not null. Then creating table with SQL constraint. Now see, these constraints are important for your practicals as well as for your project also. The reason is because when we will give you tables to create, definitely we will ask you to add so many constraints in this. Now the very first question is, what are constraints? So when we talk about constraints, these are nothing but checks. Checks होते हैं जिसको कि हम अप्लाई करते हैं when we are making the table. Okay, now on the basis of these checks, later on you can insert the values in the table. Now how to do that? For example, right now they have not applied any constraint. Okay, simply they have created one table customer, and then all the column name, data type, and its ranges are given. So like this they have done for all. Now these all are the constraints that we are having in MySQL. So first of all, you what you have to understand, that total how many are there? Total how many constraints are there? Yes, 6 constraints are there. Not null, default, unique, check, primary key, and foreign key. Yes, Lavina, correct. Okay, now see, not null we have already applied. Default also we have applied. Unique also applied. Check, we have already discussed that in MySQL it will be passed, but it will be not working. Okay, primary key we have done. Foreign key we have not done in last year. Okay, last year we have not done foreign key. So this year we will do how to make foreign keys. So actually we are going to apply all these constraints. Remember, these all constraints are important for you. Okay, very first is not null. Now if I make any column as not null, you can see over here, SID integer not null. It means now you cannot insert null values in SID. Okay, then second is default. If you wanted to give any default value, okay, for example, I am having a class in which all by default the age of all the student is 15. So by default I can give the value as 15. If I wanted to change, so I can override, but default value if I wanted to give, I can give. Similarly, if I'm making any column as unique, in that particular case you can only insert unique values, you cannot insert duplicate values. Then next we are having check. If you wanted to insert values on the basis of some conditions, in that particular case only you are going to apply check. Okay, then we have primary key, which is unique and not null in a table. Now see, we are having one very common question, difference between unique and primary key. We will do it practically and then we will see what is the difference. Fine. And then last we will be having foreign key. So today basically we are going to discuss all these constraints, that how we are going to have in a table. So actually today we are going to make multiple tables to understand this. Now see, the very first thing that we are going to understand is not null. This is what given over here. So first we have to use any database. So use 12_IP. This is what we have created last time. Okay, so database is changed. Now I'm going to create one table. Create table, suppose try. And now see, first is ID. And I'm writing here integer type and not null. See, I will be taking only 2 or 3 type of information, not more than that. It is not null by default. Then I am taking here name. For name, I am taking, or instead of that, I am taking gender. Gender, it is of varchar type. And I'm writing here 10. and the default value of gender. See, you have to understand that how I am applying all these constraints. Okay. After default, we will not write is equal to default value. And then over here, I can give default value. For example, male. Okay. Then comma. For unique, means unique also I am doing. 3 of these I am doing right now. Chalo, theek hai, I'll do up to here only first. Okay, so this has created one table. Now see what you have to understand. First of all, you'll see the description of this table. Now you can see that 2 columns are there. First is ID, integer type. See, for null value it is given no. It means I cannot insert null value now. Okay, you can check over here also. Now I cannot insert null value. And for gender, type is varchar. This is what we have given, and by default the value is male. So the default value is male over here. Now I'll try to insert some values. Insert into try and then values. Okay. Then for ID I'm inserting 1, and for gender I'm inserting anything. For example, I am inserting female. So this will work perfectly. Actually what it is doing, it is overwriting. Okay. Overwriting means, what is the meaning of overwriting? If I'll now see the table content, select asterisk from type. So in that particular case, what it is doing, see, it is overwriting this. Previously by default I said male will be there, but because I have given here female, so whatever new information is given will be overwritten with the default value. Okay, now the next thing is, actually we have to check all these constraints. So the very first thing is, we said that here ID cannot be null. If I'll try to give null value in this, okay, so again I'm using insert value, and instead of 1 I'm writing here null. So I should, over here you can see that I am getting error, column ID cannot be null. Now see, this is actually very important, because when you will apply constraint, no, so many errors you will be getting. So you must know that why you are getting error and what is the reason behind that. Okay, so if it is not null type, now you cannot insert null value in this. Okay, then second thing is, here as I said, I can write anything. Okay, and but if I'm not going to insert anything, for example, I'm directly writing this, I will again get error message, column count does not match. Why column count does not match? Because if I'm using this type of insert method, it is compulsory that how many number of columns are there, that many values only we are going to insert. Okay, so therefore we are getting the error message over here. Now what we have to do after this, we are going to understand how to use another insert method, so that we can give the default value over here. So insert into, see, last time only we have discussed try, then after that I will give the column name, so it is ID. So for example, now I am giving ID and values 1. You can see it is working perfectly. It means what I have given over here, that in ID I wanted to store 1 value. In ID again 1 value inserted. See, what you have to understand, see how many 1 values I have already inserted. Fine, because I have not given over here any constraint that it must be unique. So therefore I am able to insert. Okay, select asterisk from try. Now you can see over here, I have not given any gender, so by default it has taken male gender. Okay, only for first one I have given in the very first row. Here I have given female, so it has overwritten. Remaining all the cases it is showing male. Anyone, any doubt up to here? Lavanya, any doubt? Lavanya, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Seema, any doubt? Seema, your mic is still not working. Acha Seema, one more thing. I think you have given me one topic today. Try to use different topic because it is very common topic actually. है ना? So try to use any other topic so that means something different and something unique. We have complete 1 year, no? So you take your time to decide for the something unique topic for the project. Fine. Then we will discuss your project. Okay. So see, first 3 we have done: not null, default, and unique. Now the next thing is check constraint. See, I'm going to drop this table. Drop table. Try, because same thing I'm going to use again and again so as to understand. Then after that, Pranjal. Pranjal, now you see it is working or not working, your pen? Okay. Okay, now you see. No, now actually Pranjal, now I have disabled that option. Okay, now create table try. Again, we are making the same table and we are going to check the next thing, that is check. Okay, now how to use check. For example, I wanted to insert your marks also. So here only I am writing here comma marks. Again, I am writing here integer type. But remember, I am repeating this again that here it will not work, but you will not get error also. Then after that, you can write the condition. Okay, condition means like now suppose I wanted to insert the marks, and for marks we know that the condition must be, it should be greater than 0. है ना? So what I can do over here, I can write something like this, check, and then I can write my marks should be greater than 0. It means I should not be able to insert negative values. But again, I'm repeating, it will work here. You can see over here, this is default, we have already discussed. And over here, unique discussed, check. It is given here. Please note that MySQL does not force the check constraint, although MySQL syntax allows the definition of check constraint. It means definition wise, you will not get any error message, but it will not work also. Okay, so therefore we are you can see that it is not giving you any error message, means, but when you will insert the marks, you can insert negative marks also. Only in the case of MySQL, remember this thing. In other softwares, in other RDBMS, you will not get this error message. Insert into try values. Now I have to give first value. Suppose I am giving here 5. Gender, again I am giving female. And marks I am giving here 100. It will work perfectly. And same thing I am writing here. And if I am writing -100, then also see it will work perfectly. But as per check, it should not work. But just now we have discussed that definition will be allowed, but it will be ignored also. It means it is not going to work. I hope this is clear to all of you. So see, in exam, if this type of question comes, you are going to write this check constraint. Okay, this is how you are going to write. But you have to remember that practically it will not work. Theoretically, we will be writing like this. Okay, then next is primary key. I am just dropping this table again. Drop table, try, and then again I'll make this table. Now see, instead of not null over here, I am writing here primary key. Okay, I'm writing here primary key. What is the property of primary key? By default, it is unique and not null in nature. So if you will, now you will see that, if you will see the description of try now. See, null value also you cannot insert here, and by default it is unique. Now what is the meaning of this? By default it is unique. If I'll try to insert value, insert into try values 5 female and minus 100. It will work. And again, if I'll repeat the same statement, why this time error message? Because duplicate entries cannot be allowed, is not allowed because it is a primary key. Now the next thing is we can make it as a unique also. Yes or no? For example, I'm again dropping this table, drop table, try, and then I'm making this again. See, these all are very basic question even for your Viva. Here I'm writing ID. And here I'm writing name, and name for name I'm writing here varchar and then within bracket 15, and here I'm writing unique. I'm removing all these because we have discussed all these other things. Okay, now if we will see the description of try, you can see the very first thing what you have to understand, first one is primary key, second one is unique key. Okay, and for the null values it is given that in primary key you cannot insert null value, whereas in case of unique key you can insert null value. This is the first difference. Okay, let me show you how. Insert into try and then values. And all of you do practice with me parallelly so that you will understand the concepts properly. Suppose here I am writing OLO PCS working perfectly. Now here in both the cases I am just trying to insert null value. Primary key cannot be null. Okay, so I need to change it. Even I cannot give one value because it is unique. And if for OLO PCS, if I'm going to write null now in this particular case, you can see it is working perfectly. It means in unique key, in this, you can insert null value, but when we talk about primary key, we cannot insert null value. This is the first difference. Now, second question, how many primary key we can have in a table? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
How many primary keys we can have in
Only
one table?
one.
Only one. And how many unique keys we can have?
Multiple.
बहुत सारी हो सकती है.
Yes, we can have as many as we want. Very good. So in that particular case, you can see now, for example, we are just trying to do this. I'm taking ID 1 integer and I'm writing here again primary key. See, multiple primary key defined. This is the error message. Therefore, this table is not created. But suppose instead of primary key, if I'm writing here unique key, you can see that it is working perfectly. It means you can have multiple unique key in one table, but you cannot have multiple primary key in one table. I hope it is clear up to here. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today you will be doing practice of all first 5 constants that we have done in this. And then tomorrow we will discuss how to make foreign key, what is the use of foreign key, and then plus whatever restrictions we are having while making or after making foreign key. Okay, then good day all of you.